Has anyone ever told you you are exceedingly predictable? Perhaps they have all failed to pay close enough attention. Convenient for me that I am not so negligent. Looking for you implies I did not know where you would be. I should think I've already made it clear that is not the case. I have been lying in wait, knowing you would patrol these gardens this evening as part of your nightly walk. Certainly not every night, but tonight is the first of the new moon. I used to think it was lesson planning that prompted this habit of yours, but its persistence into wartime suggests the upcoming missions are what plague your mind. Unless it is the runoff adrenaline from the battle just past. I should expect as much from a former mercenary. Bloodshed is as rote to you as breakfast. It is hardly a judgment of character. There's no need to deflect toward my own proclivities. This digression has gone on for too long, besides. I wonder if you know why I would wish to speak with you tonight. You jest. Lady Edelgard rises before the dawn and retires long after the moon has reached its zenith. If I had so much leisure time as to seek out idle, pleasant chatter, I would be a failure of a retainer. Our encounter here is strictly utilitarian. You have been bullying Ferdinand. Does this seem like a laughing matter to you, Professor? You have mistaken my intentions. I don't care about the petty feelings and interpersonal squabbles of anyone beneath my lady. I haven't come to whine about cruelty. My only interest is in the detriment it poses to Lady Edelgard. As Ferdinand has faced repeated and zealous criticism from you, his raging inferiority complexes have been exacerbated beyond containment. What were normally weekly challenges to Lady Edelgard have elevated in frequency to daily nuisances, and there are no signs of slowing. I've already told you, she is shouldering an astronomical burden of responsibilities which leave little room for diversion. She simply does not have the time to entertain this foolishness. He has already been banned from entering the training grounds whilst the Emperor is within. Yet your supposedly playful comments have persisted. Without an outlet for his insecurities, it would seem Ferdinand has taken the words to heart. In the dining hall, he is reserved. Dorothea reports his hymnals have lost all vigor. Even Bernadetta has begun to ask if something should be done to brighten his mood. In short, Ferdinand has been moping to the point of damaging army morale. If our soldiers lose their will to fight, all of Lady Edelgard's hard work will be for naught. So I am here to see to it that this ends tonight, by any means necessary. We survived your loss once. Do you think of yourself as so indisposable, Professor? There are ways of making a person disappear slowly. The other Black Eagles needn't be devastated by a quiet increase in your absence. You will find my methods are far more subtle than what you have done to Ferdinand von Aegir. Your doubts are as adorable as they are misguided. Tell me, Professor, have you ever heard of the Draught of Shadows? It is a clear liquid, scentless and tasteless, which is very hard to trace or detect. Half a cup is enough to kill a grown man within minutes, but this is not its most useful property. The true power of this tincture is that it remains within the body for 30 days once ingested, and accumulates toxicity as more doses are consumed. A few drops within one's tea will do nothing. But should it find its way into their chamomile again, the victim may begin to feel a subtle itch of dry skin. Add another few drops within the week, and mild hot or cold flashes will find the target, as their ability to maintain their own body temperature weakens. Another dose increases hunger, the next causing mild indigestion. Then comes the insomnia, followed by mild breakouts of rash or acne, and at last, physical fatigue sets in when the victim's muscles finally begin to deteriorate. It is typically at this point that they realize something is wrong, but alas, once the deterioration begins, it is too late. The body will begin to consume itself from the inside out, regardless of whether an antidote is taken to neutralize the poison. You've been having trouble falling asleep lately, haven't you, Professor? That must be difficult. Do you feel on the verge of a stress-induced rash, knowing how little use you are to Lady Edelgard when your strategic mind has not had enough rest? Indeed, I do know the recipe to make an antidote to the Draught of Shadows. I am its creator, after all. Why ever would you ask? It seems we've reached an understanding. I shall set to work in the alchemical labs right away, but only after you have repeated after me. Ferdinand von Aegir is a valuable asset to this army. Ferdinand von Aegir is among one of our best soldiers. Ferdinand von Aegir is a wonderful person. I do indeed seriously expect you to say it. Why are you gaping at me like a trout pulled fresh from the pond? No, Lady Edelgard does not know I am here. She does not need to be bothered with this petty squabble. It is my job as her retainer to take care of such minor problems before they can pose an obstacle to her and her campaign. I do my work diligently. Did I mention? The antidote must be crafted on the first evening of the new moon. I wonder how long we have until sunrise. Then say it. Ferdinand von Aegir is a wonderful person. Good. You will find Ferdinand standing at the edge of the fishing dock behind the dining hall. Repeat these 3 lines to him, and perhaps you will find a soothing cup of tea on your desk before the dawn. You should head out now if you have any hope of finally getting some rest.